Hi everybody, and today it's something a bit different. Now, you know how I like to mix things up a bit in something I call the midweek snooze. And this week I went off to the highly rated True Crime Museum in Hastings. Is it as good as they say? I mean, a weird place for a true crime museum, isn't it? By the sea in Hastings? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Hi everybody, and today the exiled Yellow Belly has jumped on a coach day trip to Hastings. Now that's Hastings of 1066 and all that fame, but as you all know, the battle wasn't actually here in Hastings. It was 3-4 miles up the road in a place called Battle. Today I am here because behind me you can probably see the True Crime Museum of Hastings, and I've come all the way here because I want to go in there and have a look. So here I am at the True Crime Museum that's had all the good reviews online, and let's go in and have a look. So hi everybody, today here I am in Hastings at the True Crime Museum that I told you about with all the good reviews that were online, and I'm with Laura, who is the assistant curator, who is going to say a few words about the place. So over to you, Laura.
Hello, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. This is the True Crime Museum in Hastings. We've been open just coming up to 8 years now. Our birthday is the 22nd of August. It's really cool. You should come down and visit us. We've got, we're set in the caves, so it's a cave-based museum, and we've got lots of different cave systems that go all the way back, and we've got crimes from all over the world. We've got some cases that you recognise. We've got some stuff on the Cray twins. We've got some really sort of gruesome stuff in here. It's really cool. We've got a crime lab area as well, suitable for children, and we're dog friendly as well.
That is fantastic. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, no problem.
So I'm really looking forward to this. We've heard great reviews about the place. Want to have a look around now and take our time and look at it all. And thank you for giving us your time.
No worries.
Thank you very much. Well, a big thank you to Laura for that lovely warm welcome. So the first exhibit we come to as we enter the museum is about the crimes and the era of Jack the Ripper. And on these information boards they tell you the interesting facts about the murders and other crimes, etc. in this era. This is a reconstruction of the parcel that George Lusk of the Whitechapel Vigilance Committee received in October 1888, containing half a kidney. The writer claimed to have fried and eaten the other half and signed the note, "From Hell." There's a lot of work gone into researching these stories on the boards around this room, but unfortunately I really just don't have the time to read them all today, which is a shame. So I will return in the future to read all about the era of Jack the Ripper. Now this electric chair is a reconstruction of one in Greensville Correctional Center in Virginia in the USA. Now, I just thought it would be very rude not to just try it out for size. Now this is a great one for the kids and me, because I've always wanted to find some blood by shining a torch on some luminol, and here there is plenty. So now we are in the caves, and here on the right is the story of Dr. John Bodkin Adams and some of his personal possessions. Never convicted, he is suspected of 163 murders, or were they mercy killings? Here on the right is the story of George Chapman, the Hastings Ripper, and things appertaining to his case too. And now, one of the main reasons I visited today. This scene depiction of John George Haigh, better known as the Acid Bath Murderer. Now, Haigh killed 6 women and dissolved them in acid. The 6 carboys, that's the big bottles, are the exact ones that he used for the dissolving of his 5th victim, Mrs. Olive Durant Deacon. Very exciting stuff and a very creepy exhibit. Now over here is the death mask of the American gangster Pretty Boy Floyd. Now how it got to be in a museum in Hastings, I have no idea. Now I know we all know the story of Lizzie Borden, but I really thought that these reconstructions of her mother and father's skulls were absolutely fascinating. Now, I think anyone who listens to Murder at Bedtime knows how much I love Victorian murders. So this was always going to be my top view. The black velvet bodice worn by baby farmer Amelia Dwyer, who may have killed as many as 3 babies a week for 25 years. Now here is a scene depicting the shooting of Mexican drug boss El Verdugo, who was shot dead when his jeep riddled with bullets after attending a baseball game. El Verdugo's body was, however, stolen on the way to the morgue, so the legend goes, El Verdugo lives. In the case is a recreation of El Verdugo's chainsaw that he used to kill and murder people with. It says that this is the bathtub from flat 13, Dolphin House, Poplar, London, East 14, in which contract killer John Childs dismembered at least 4 and probably all of his victims. Wow, that's creepy. This noose was used to execute John Louis Constantine on the 1st of September 1960 and Vasil Kinpuk on 27th of January 1961 at Lincoln Prison. Wow, my hometown. This is the actual skull of rapist and triple murderer Louis Lefebvre, executed by guillotine at Tours, France, 16th of April 1916. And this is a genuine deathbed manufactured for export and to use in the Philippines. The accompanying 3-drug delivery apparatus is an accurate recreation. Well, as you can see, there is much more to this museum than I could fit in on this day. So I'll finish the filming here and then I'll pop back on to give my overall verdict on the True Crime Museum at Hastings. Okay. So the info. The True Crime Museum was opened in 2014, the brainchild of Joel Griggs, who is the curator. His parents and grandparents worked with the police and accumulated artefacts themselves linked to their work. Joel carried on this collection, and when he was introduced to the caves and found out he could use them, the place was perfect for his museum. Now, as I've already said, I only touched on some of the items. I couldn't even get into the crime lab as it was full of youngsters enjoying the hands-on exhibits. Now, the staff are amazing, friendly and informative, especially the lovely Laura, who really gives the impression she enjoys her job and is really helpful. Now, if you are just curious, you need at least an hour in there. If you're a real crime buff like me, I'd say you could be there for 3 or 4 hours easily to take it all in. So it's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. You can keep London. Hastings has all I need. The museum also does crime walks around the town and paranormal evening in the caves of the museum. You can find them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and also on www.truecrimemuseum.co.uk. There's also a gift shop. The place rocks and it's right on the seafront, and there's a pub next door called The Pig that does local ale for £2 a pint. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this week's Midweek Snooze. New episode of Murder at Bedtime is out this weekend, so hopefully I'll see you there. Bye for now.